Okay, so the first video you're going to watch is this one, how to use a pasta maker. So hit pause, go watch it, and then come back. Okay, so a couple of things I just want to tell you about our machines. These are made out of metal, obviously, so they can never, ever, ever hit the water. So when you clean them when you're done, you're going to take your little pastry brush or a dry cloth, and you're going to wipe all the little bits out of the rollers. And you're going to give them a wipe down with only a dry cloth, and then put them back in their boxes or back on the cart or wherever I tell you to put them. You can, so no matter what kind of pasta you're making, what kind of dough you're making, you're going to crank it thin on those machines. And I normally only ever do up to a 4 or a 5. She makes her noodles much, much thinner, so you'll need to decide what you want to do. Okay, now hit pause and watch this one. Okay, so that shows you all different shapes and sizes of pasta to make, and that's another decision that you need to make in terms of what you want to do tomorrow if you're making pasta. All right, pause, watch this one. So we have these ravioli stampers. I think we have circles and squares. And as you probably noticed, there's 2 ways of making ravioli. The guy in the other video folds his dough over and then just cuts it, whereas this woman puts one layer on top of, I forget now. You can fold it in half, or you can put one layer on top of the other and then stamp it. The nice thing about the stamping ravioli maker is that once you make a bunch of ravioli, then you can put your dough back together, put more through the rollers, and make some more. Okay, hit pause and watch this one. This is a longer one. Okay, so that just shows you from start to finish cooking pasta. For the record, pasta is much better if you make it and throw it right into the boiling water, but due to time constraints, these guys, I think, had about a half a day in there. They didn't seem to be in a hurry ever, which is, I can't imagine the luxury of that. Anyway, we're going to let our pasta dry overnight, and then we're going to cook it all the next day. But that just shows you from start to finish sort of how that would work. Okay, hit pause again, and watch this one. Okay, so that just shows you how to make dumplings, and you saw the interesting folding. There's no reason why you couldn't fold a pierogi like that or a ravioli like that, so that's a technique worth knowing about no matter what kind of stuffed dough you are making. Okay, pause again, and you're going to watch this one. Okay, so these folks rolled out their dough to make their pierogies, and I think they were rolling out their dough to make their dumplings also. I really suggest that you thin your dough out using the pasta making machine. I don't know, I can't speak to dumpling dough. I've never done that, but my recipe at home for pierogi dough is awful to try and roll out. It just, I guess there's so much gluten in it that it just springs back like nobody's business. So I've saved myself the trouble over the years and started using my pasta roller to just to thin it out. Okay, one last one. Pause and watch this one. Okay, so there's a whole series if you Google it called, I think it's Pasta Grannies, where they have all these different older women all over the world making pasta, which is kind of interesting. Anyways, now that you're done watching all this stuff about pasta, you need to find your group members if they're done and have a little chat about what shape of noodle you want to make, what exactly is going to happen tomorrow versus Wednesday, and just get familiar with what it is that you're going to be doing. Okay, everybody, I'll see you tomorrow.